So if there is 7 stocks I had to buy right now, these are the top 7 stocks I would buy as of today, February 12th. Before we get started, just want to share with you guys these quick screenshots. If you want to join our Discord, feel free to join. It is free to join. There's over 32,000 members. Link is down below in the description. We got a lot of screenshots here, just reviews. Let's go ahead and full screen this so you guys can see. Just reviews of the Discord and also the alerts on the Discord. We do share our live entries and exits. I don't know why other Discord communities don't share their live entries and exits. I think that's like almost like a scam or something. But if you do want to join our Discord, we got real testimonials and people giving reviews on our community, right? And again, it's not just us moderators and analysts sharing our live entries and exits. I just want to thank the community for also sharing their own trades as well. It's amazing to see everyone come together and learning in the community. One of the friendliest communities out there. I'm not saying every community out there is bad. I have joined some really good communities out there, but I do appreciate the Bullish Trade Discord a lot. So thank you guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. We do have a 90% off discount for our live entries and exits, by the way, for our 5-year anniversary. Link is down below in the description for that, all right? But let's go ahead and get started with Amazon stock being our first top 7 stock to buy. Currently at $230, right? I'm looking for $250 to about $300 during this year of 2025. Now, a lot of these price targets you're going to see are going to look absurd and crazy, right? I called out the Tesla run from 180 to about 400. Okay, you can watch any of our old videos on Tesla. I was mentioning that, crazy price target that everyone was calling me crazy for, but after it hit, right, a lot of people ended up joining the Discord, so that's pretty crazy. I know it is. Amazon here though, and I'm not saying I'm not going to guarantee this is going to happen. I'm just going to share with you that this is my personal prediction. All right, same with that Tesla alert. Now with this Amazon alert, I think this is a really good entry while we are between 233 and 216. Long term, I do think we get that test towards 300. That should occur, if not this year, then maybe the first half of 2026. But I'm predicting that 250 to about 300 will occur during this year. So towards the end of the year, keep an eye out for 300 on Amazon stock. Second stock I'm taking a look at is going to be DraftKings. DraftKings here at 44.71. If this pulls back, because there is earnings tomorrow, if this pulls back to about the 50, 100, or 200 EMA, I'm going to be looking to add in more position for DraftKings shares. Right, I'm not telling you what to do, just sharing with you that personally, I'll be adding more shares if DKNG does drop down to 38 to about 42, okay? Other than that, I'm looking for a price test towards $49. I'll also be looking for $60 during this year for DraftKings, okay? 2025, looking for $60 for DraftKings. Next stock is going to be Google. I think this is at a really good discount right now. Being at 183, 184. I think today we hit a low of 181 there, 180, 183. Keep an eye out for a reversal at some point towards 192. I think while we are below 192, this is like almost an immediate buy for me, right? For some reason, if we do break below 175, look, I will be looking to add in a bigger position for Google stock because long term, again, 192 is going to be retested inevitably, in my opinion. I would keep an eye out for a test between 200 and 220. We already got this high of 207. I mentioned Google back here when it was right around 180. We did dip down here to 160 and then reversed all the way up to 207, right? So again, my price range for Google is still remaining the same, between 200 and 220. By the end of this year, and maybe in the early year of 2026, we should see a test towards 250. This is my personal realistic price target. As of right now, this is a really good dip opportunity. So expect to see a leg up at some point. Now, I wouldn't be buying, Google if it was up like 10, 15% on the month, right? I would be looking to enter when it's down, right? So here's the high, here's the low. It's down 12% from the high. I think this is a decent entry. If we do dip down to 175, you bet I will add a bigger position personally. Tesla stock here. Tesla stock here did dip down into our buy entry. Again, between between about 320 to about 370. I don't mind adding a small position. Here's Tesla 343, hit a low of 325. If we go into the overnight price, it hit a low of 315, which is in our big entry zone. Isn't that crazy? In this green box here, that's where I wouldn't mind adding a big position for Tesla. That's between right around 260 to about 310. Right, and then we kind of dipped down here into 315, got bought back up almost immediately. So long haul, I'm going to share with you that I am looking personally for a retest of $500. I think by the end of this year, we should see 500 to potentially 623. This price target up here, 800, isn't really going to hit, in my opinion, not until potentially the end of next year or beginning of 2027. As of right now, I think we range between these volatile ranges of 300 and 500. Again, small position here for Tesla, big position if it drops down to 310, 315 to about 260, okay? Next stock going to be NVIDIA. NVIDIA here is 131.56. I think this is a really good entry as well while we're below 132. I'm waiting for this gap fill to 142. Watch for that test towards 153. If we somehow dip below 115 again or 117, I think that's a really good entry point. I'd look to add in a big position if we drop below 117. Don't think that will happen anytime soon. Maybe a small dip to 120 at the worst case scenario for bears. But for bulls, that should be a good entry point for a reversal back up to that gap fill, 142. We should get that test of all-time high at 153 and then look for 180 to be tested within this first half of this year, okay? Now, like I mentioned in our NVIDIA video, I think a lot of analysts and articles are looking for 180 by the end of the year. I'm looking for 180 for the first half of 2025. That's also another crazy price target I'm mentioning right now. So that's something to keep an eye out for NVIDIA. Apple stock here at 235. Mentioned that between 220 to about 232 was a really good dip opportunity. We were in that price range for quite some time. Good dip opportunity to buy in big positions, in my opinion. And then between 230 to about 242, wouldn't mind adding a small position. Long term, I'm looking for 260 to be retested. And then, of course, 330 here is my price target for Apple going into the beginning of next year, okay? Palantir here, going to be the final stock I'm talking about today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, seventh stock here, going to be Palantir. It's up a ton, right? It's up 3% today. But if you go into the daily chart, you can see we ran literally from like $20 or $30 all the way to this current price. We have a gap fill here that I would be very cautious of. I would wait for a potential pullback down to 85 to about 100 for Palantir before we start seeing these other additional price targets that I have at 125, 140, and 155. I do think 125, 140, 155 are going to be tested within this year of 2025. I just personally think that watch out for this short-term pullback to 85 to about 100. That may provide as a dip opportunity to add more shares, in my opinion. Okay. Again, if you are into any of these stocks, Amazon, DraftKings, Google, Tesla, NVIDIA, Apple, or Palantir, feel free to join our Discord. It's free to join. Link is down below in the description. If you're looking for that 90% off discount, it's a grandfathered price to join between $10 and $50 instead of $100 and $500 monthly. You can join today for that permanent discount. Link is down below in the description for Patreon, okay? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for all these stocks that I mentioned. I do make individual stocks for these analysis as well.